Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications when we go live, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord. If you're here right now, say what up. We have the S&Ps down 89, Dow's down 723, NASDAQ down 270. It's about to be insane. And this new YouTube live thing really sucks. It's like doesn't load anything. Sorry guys, it was a little awkward when I first joined because I can't tell when I go live or not go live. So it's like lagging. YouTube's got some work to do. What's going on, Carl, Lucas, Keith, Daniel, Adele, Lion? Nice seeing you in the chat. Adele's been a minute. Man, we got VIX at 48. It did hit almost 49. Colin, Rodney, what's going on? If you guys could do me the favor, hit the like button. I would appreciate it. I mean, it's gonna this week has been wild. I mean, wild. First things first. We have the job report. Unemployment expected was 3.6%. We actually are at 3.5%. Non-farm payrolls rose by 273 versus 175,000 jobs expected. So the only thing is just be mindful that this doesn't have any of the current things that are going on. So what this report is before the coronavirus started getting bad or impacting the markets or the economy. So this is probably the last good report we're gonna get for a little while. 2 times off my SPY put. Yeah, right now, the only thing that I'm holding right now is I have 2 of the 295 puts. I would say it was a little bit risky going into it. These expire today, but we rolled with it. We roll with it. Currently up 50%. I was up 50% on these at close yesterday. So right now, Apple, if you guys didn't hear, for Apple actually got downgraded. So Apple, UBS cut its estimates due to a slowdown in demand. The firm said that the demand impact is likely to expand beyond China. UBS and Deutsche Bank also downgraded Apple. Apple got double whammy today. This is UBS, also Deutsche Bank also hit Apple. So that's why Apple's down a little bit more than probably what they should be, is because they got double whammy. Not only is the market down, but Apple got the double whammy, the downgrades. So I think that I think next quarter is going to be very, very interesting. I haven't been playing any earnings this quarter because I feel like the earnings this quarter don't really matter that much. Actually, Costco had earnings this morning as well. So Costco's pretty much flat, down $3. Expected move on Costco was $13. I just want to know how much is the premiums going to go down today. That's what I want to know. I know Daniel was in Costco, so things are looking pretty good for Daniel, but I don't know. That's the thing with this type of volatility. You're not getting the type of IV crush that you would want when you're selling premium for earnings. In this type of volatility, you're not getting that. So that's kind of why I've been staying away. Yo, Miguel, welcome. Good morning. If you're just joining, say what up. We're gonna be trying to get paid here today. I think it's been a rough week. In general for everybody. SPY, I actually am holding a SPY put for Monday expiration on my Webull account. Very small though. I think I paid $1.18 for it, so probably gonna sell that off today. Because when we have these huge dips, we could obviously, we had huge dips. We could also have huge rips. Back down in here, like the 292, 291 area on SPY. And like I was talking about yesterday on SPY, I was wondering if we were going to develop some sort of support here, 301, 300 area. But now it looks like we're under that. So I'm thinking we're at 292 now. So I think we're easily going to revisit this 285 support. If this 285 support has an issue, I think we're going to have a problem. So, that's kind of my thoughts on SPY. I've mostly I know I talked about this before. I've mostly just been sticking to like highly liquid ETFs and stocks. I've only traded Apple stock, SPY, and ES futures. That's the only thing I've been trading for the last like 3 weeks. Dell Biotech might be the only safe bet. Travel stocks got obliterated yesterday. It's just, Boeing was down big. It's down big again. It's down to 255. Boeing went from 297 down to 255 in just 2 days. And bonds, yeah, Tobin. There's just the thing right now. There's just so much to cover. Like there's bonds, there's travel stocks, there's precious metals. This is a terrible time for long-term stockholders, but an amazing opportunity for options traders. Yes, the risk of blowing up your account is pretty high, but if you use proper risk management, you're gonna see through. UAL. What is American Airlines? Are they AAL? I don't even. Oh yeah, AAL. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Getting a 50% haircut in just weeks. It's bad. TLT as well. So TLT, if we're checking the bonds, this is 165. This got quite a jump. This is going to be very telling. The bonds today, if we're looking, hold on, let's pull it up here. I had the US 10-year. This is a big problem. So, kind of disregard don't think about what's happening in the stock market right now. But if you look at what's happening in bonds, this is going to be very, very telling right here. 0.723%. Under 1%. If we go back, it hasn't seen that. I don't even know if it's going to load all the data. This is bad. This is really bad. All-time low on the 10-year. I remember when Nick did a video in 2018 when the market tanked and it went a bit like this video. However, Adele, we thought the trade war was bad. We thought the trade war, this is nothing like that. This is not even close. We were having a hard time in the trade war, and we thought that the trade war was going to put us into recession, and it didn't. This potentially will. This really will, potentially. I'm not saying we will. I was thinking actually last night. I was thinking, if you're thinking about U.S. presidencies, and because we have an election year this year, and if you're thinking about the way the economy has been going, George Bush was blamed for bringing us into a recession. Obama was credited for bringing us out of recession. And so far, Trump is kind of riding this line where he's brought us to all-time highs. But if we go into recession, I wonder how that's going to be for the next term. If we do go into a recession or a big economic slowdown over the next year, it could be. I think he's in a very interesting position that I don't think another president has been in before, where you are riding all-time highs and then get slapped with a potential recession. I think that's going to be wild. I know we've been saying this for a long time. We thought the stock market in 2017 was overdone, and we were expecting pullback in 2018. 2018 was a red year. then we just kept ripping. This last leg on the stock market for this last year, last 5 months, last 4 months. This last leg is the one that brought us down. You know what I mean? If you look at the charts from 99, 2000 when the stock market crashed back then, there were extreme pops like this and people buying, and then it just got slaughtered. So, but today, right now S&Ps are down 95. There was some price action. So when that report came out for the jobs, we did bounce up. SPY bounced up to like 295 area, but now it's back down to 292. So, it's going to be a rough day. Just be mindful that even though we have huge red days, we can still have huge green days. So just be mindful that where, the market is unreasonable on both sides of being a bull or a bear. The market is is extreme on both sides. You have the bears, right? You have the bears saying, oh, we're going to hit recession, we're going to blah, 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 we're going to have huge economic slowdowns, we're going to have coronavirus, all this whole thing, right? Then you have the bulls that are saying, oh, well, the flu kills 80,000 people a year, and this has only killed 3,000, and it's not going to be that bad, and, everyone gets sick, and blah, 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 whatever. It'll blow over. So people, the thing is, the people that keep buying stock right now, people that are loading in too early. Now it's going to be nearly impossible to time like what the bottom is. And I agree, Adele. Hopefully we can bottom soon. But you don't want to be the guy that just buys stock every red day, because if you bought the first 1,000-point down day that we had, and then the second 1,000-point down day that we had, you're probably sitting now thinking to yourself like, do I buy the 4,000-point down day? Yo, Jason, what's going on? J Cam, aka, what's going on? So I haven't added any positions to long-term holdings. I'm right now just kind of waiting it out, trading options short term. And the nice thing about trading options for the short term, it kind of gets your mind off the long term, because as long as you're making money short term, you can let the long terms ride. You know what I mean? So we're going to let the long terms ride it out, because that's what they are, long-term holds. You don't want to just buy, sell, because for a long-term hold, that doesn't work. The only thing that you can do really is average down on your long-term holdings, and eventually we will be averaging down. But right now, I feel we're still in the very infancy, because even though we don't have any reports yet, this job report was really good. This was before the coronavirus hit, so I'm wondering what those reports are going to be like next month, next quarter. What are earnings going to be like next quarter? This quarter, it doesn't matter what the earnings are this quarter, because the market's so out of whack and it's old data. I wish we could figure out, and probably companies don't want to do this, but have more, instead of reporting a quarter back, we get more real-time data. Maybe instead of innovating, and instead of doing like quarterly reports, we can innovate some way to get more real-time data from these companies, without it having too many errors. I think that would be beneficial, but I think it would maybe bring a little bit more volatility, because they can't fudge the numbers as much, and if they make a mistake, then their stock goes down and stuff. So I'm not saying it's perfect, but I think there's room for improvement in how quarterly reports are submitted and what that data is, because the only thing that we get during earnings quarter or earnings report is guidance. And guidance, but it's very vague though. So guidance is raised, guidance is the same, guidance is lowered, but it doesn't really tell us anything of what that company is doing. So I wish we could have more real-time data, because we're always the reports are always behind what the market is doing and what's happening right now, and it's shown in times like this when there's stuff going on in the world, but we don't have accurate reporting to line it up with. So we don't know. That's why nobody knows what the stock market is going to be valued at today, a week from now, a month from now. We don't know if the S&Ps are going to be at 2,000 or the S&Ps are going to be at 3,500. We don't know, So take your day-to-day option profits and DC them back into long-term positions. Agreed, Lucas. I have 3 day trades I might just sit out today. Might be too risky to hold over the weekend. Yeah, that's the thing. Who's going to want to hold over the weekend? Bulls had some winning days this week, but they just got smacked down every time. Just going on, Mr. Morris. If you're just here, say what up. Let's look at gold right now. So gold, GDX, GLD, GC. I mean, this is intense. I mean, how's everyone doing in the market right now? Are you guys uncomfortable? Have you been blowing up your accounts? Have you been using proper risk management? Because in this market, it is very, very easy to get greedy. And greed, whether we're in a slow market or in a fast market like this, greed will kill you every single time. You may win for a time, but as you get more greedy, you're gonna blow that up. You got JNUG, NUGT, in and out, baby. Yeah, I mean that's why I'm literally only holding 1 to 2 positions at a time, because if I need to adjust, I can't go all over the place. I can't, like, if I have 5 positions right now and some things are going against me, like when the Fed dropped the emergency rate cut, I don't want to have to be going through all my positions and getting all crazy. So I'm just playing slow and low, consistent. Blew my account over last weekend. Yo, Miguel, I have a podcast about blowing up your account. Check out the UVH podcast on Spotify, Apple, all that thing. Yeah, man, look at this. Market just dropped. So S&Ps just dropped 20 points. Gold just ripped 10 points. I mean, this is insane. Have you taken a look at GS in a while? No, I haven't taken a look at any of the banks. With the rate cuts, they're going to be making less money. So not that I care. I mean, I think the banks need to make less money. I got a letter from Chase yesterday about their new Sapphire checking account. They're saying if you don't keep a minimum balance of $75,000 in your checking account, they're going to charge you $25 per month as a service fee. So I think that the banks need to get cut down a little bit. I mean, they make billions on overdraft fees from broke people. Now I get it, people shouldn't be overspending in their account, but at the same time, the banks are just fleecing lower income people. I mean, it's just insane. But if we're looking at gold right now, I mean, GS, Goldman Sachs, I used to love trading Goldman Sachs, but like I said, I've really just been concentrating on the S&Ps, and I've been trading Apple's been going okay. Apple's been going pretty well. So I've just been trying to stick to the formula. I don't want to have, since all these things like bonds, gold, all these things are moving, you have to really narrow it down and not get too distracted, because if you're trading all these different things, you're probably not trading to your full potential. So that's why I'm really trying to just concentrate on a few things and not try to get too crazy. Like back when volatility is low, we can trade more things because it's very slow. We have time to research. We have time to do this. But when we're doing all our research, by the time the next 6 hours happens, our research is dead. We have to research again, and redo our charts and all this stuff. So that's why I've just been trying to play low and slow. But yeah, I mean, gold is ripping up in here. So I would be interested to see if we can get above 1,700 a day on gold. It's not typical, but I trade SQQQ to profit from both sides. SPY drops, SQQ rises. I guess the thing is, what benefit do you see of SQQQ versus the Qs, just trading Qs puts? You know what I mean? because I don't really like the pricing of the options on SQQQQ myself. SQQQ, yeah. That's a tough one. Virus plays might get a boost because of 8 billion package. Yeah, so Trump just signed that $8 billion coronavirus package, and the stock market's still going down. S&Ps are down 105, Dow's down 842 now. Nasdaq down 318. I'm going to try to get out of Apple. So right now on Apple it's 281. I'm holding the 295 puts. So I'm going to try to get out. I'm going to try to get out of that. I feel like 24K on the Dow isn't crazy to think about. Yeah, I mean 30K seems like a dream now. I was saying that in the Discord today. Dow 30K seems like an absolute dream. What stocks are you guys looking at here while we're mulling over this data here? We do have the coronavirus passes 100,000 cases. I think 3,400 people are now dead. So, and I think, in terms of 100,000 people out of the 7 billion people in the world is not a lot. However, I think this number is extremely low for being reported, and I think there's probably a lot more than 100,000. These are 100,000 people that they know about. There's probably a lot more. I think the risk is that we don't know how to fix it, and the stock market is not aware of it doesn't know when it's going to end. So that's why there's a lot of uncertainty right now. Eventually this is going to blow over. Eventually it's going to end. Eventually stocks will rebound. But the question is going to be when. When. I mean, people who keep saying it's overdone, we keep going lower, are the same people that were on the way up saying, hey, how high can the stock market go? How high can the stock market go? It just can't keep going. Same thing for going down. I mean, as you guys get more experience in this and we all are in this together, you'll start seeing it's the same exact conversation going up as it is going down. How much lower can it go? How much lower can it go? Versus when we're going up, and how much higher can we go? How much higher can we go? I can't believe the stock market is this high. No, I can't believe the stock market is this low. So, it's always going to be that. It's always going to be that. UVXY puts for next week. I mean, the thing is, I just don't know when we don't know if next week's going to be better. I mean, we can go back up here to the 40s. I mean, we're at 37 already. This closed at 28. So, I don't want to be in the habit just because something's going up, we should short it, or because things are going, or just because things are going down, we should go long. We should use proper risk management, come up with a solid plan. If you do believe that, fear and all that's going to die down next week, then sure. But I don't think that. I think we're still in the very early stages, and there's no fix. Like, if there was a vaccine that started being administered worldwide like today, I was like, yeah, let's grab those puts, But there's not. There's no fix right now. No one has a fix in sight. So right now VIX is at 48. It closed down at like 39. That's up 10 points. So if VIX goes over 50 today, I mean that's gonna be wild. All right, we got 7 minutes into market open right now. Let's see Costco. Let's see what Costco's doing. Costco had earnings. Costco. Let's see what their earnings were. Okay. Costco reported stronger sales than analysts were expecting. February sales benefited from an uptick in consumer demand in the fourth week of reporting period. Costco said that the impact boosted its monthly same-store sales for February, roughly 3% for the month ended March 1st. Oh man, it just came in. 10-year just came in all-time low 0.7%. This is going to be a problem, guys. This is going to be a problem. So looks like Costco's doing well because people are stocking up, but we'll see. This guy right here with the Clorox wipes, putting them in there for his mom. Maybe his girlfriend. It's hard to tell. Maybe both. Phase 2 of the trade deal is a dream. Who remembers that? Yeah, I mean, now we're begging for the markets when the trade war was. I mean, the trade war was not anywhere near this bad. Would that be crazy to hold 3M calls? So I was looking at this. I just feel like the risk is too high. So it's been bottoming here. So I think that holding calls is a good thing. But the question is, I mean, since it's been bottoming, it could actually go down to like the 140s as well. Right now it's at what, 148. So it doesn't seem like 3M's price is reacting to how many masks are being sold. Boris. You know, it gets a little weird sometimes, man. It gets a little weird sometimes. Are there any health stocks connected to creating the corona vaccine that we could possibly buy in early? We were looking at, was it mRNA or was it MNRA? mRNA. So I mean, this one looks to be stabilizing here. So you know, it ripped from 18 up to 36, and now it's stabilizing around 28. Right now, it's at 20. Yeah, still 28 after hours here, pre-market. So this one doesn't look like a bad one. I mean, this obviously not investment advice, entertainment purposes. Yeah, so I would say mRNA or GILD. Those are the main ones that we're looking at. Boris is spot on. This is looking like it's rising to, so it's at 75. So just be prepared for a wild ride on these. You know, buying in early kind of missed out if you're buying now, but it could definitely go up. Yeah. NVAX as well. ZM. Yeah, I think ZM. So Zoom is just kind of overdone. I mean, but it's real. So, you know, Zoom. I use Microsoft Teams a lot for video conferencing and all that kind of thing. So, the interesting thing is, even though all these things are happening in the world, business is still being conducted through technology, which is amazing. You know, so even if like we never go outside, we can still make deals. We can still do business. We can still do so. That's what's gonna save. If this thing goes really bad, that's what's gonna save, being able to remote teleworkers. And you know, I mean, Zoom is probably doing well, but I don't think they had really good earnings. So we'll see what happens to them. I mean, it's down, hit 130, now it's down to 119. So just be careful. People might be taking profits on this over the weekend. I'm all up on GILD. If you guys could do me the favor, hit the like button. I would appreciate it. We got 2 minutes to market open. I'm going to try to take my profits from Apple. Apple's at, actually, we got 1 minute and 20 seconds. Market's trying to get pumped up a little bit here. S&Ps are down 91 now, 90. Trying to pump it. So it hit 2906, and now it's up to 2923. So this is all within the last 5 minutes. And I don't know how to spell. So let's try to exit this Apple trade. Got 40 seconds. Because I have two of the 295, so I'm gonna try to unload those bad boys. Let's see what we can do. But yeah, you guys be safe. You know, it's dangerous. 20 seconds. You know, you want to be definitely use proper risk management in all of this. Let's see here. Just want to make sure I hit everyone's comments. Boris says, I have saved my day trade for this big drop. Nice. Perfect. All right. Market is open. All right. We did it, guys. We did it. 2,200 in realized profits. We did it. We did it. That's what I'm talking about. So this was a these cost me 289 and 283 and 289, just sold for 1370. So wanted to get out of that. So I think that I'm probably done for the day. so I'm gonna go enjoy my Friday and let the drama play out. Probably. Oh, I got actually my SPY put I want to sell on Webull. Hold on, guys. Oh, up 91% on this guy. Let's just sell. All right, so I got out. So I actually had the 280. I had the 280 put. Sorry guys, I'm quiet. I'm trying to juggle some stuff here. So I had the 280 put on for Monday expiration for SPY, and that turned out to be 90% winner. I only had a one though, but that's what it is. Anyways, looking good. So I don't have any positions. I'm going to see what happens here. Yeah, as always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.